Hey everyone, we're here with Ultraviolent 4 for another episode of our Mummy Wizard of Gozag, the Zigraider who's still on his way to the first Zig. It's episode 18 now, I believe. We're in Pan at the moment, and we've just happened upon Min-Oleg's level. In the last episode, we got our first extended rune, where we fought Lom Labon, and considering how hard those fights can sometimes be, we got extremely lucky. So there was a bit of shenanigans going on with traps, but once we finally got to actually fight Min-Oleg, we had a servitor. Hang on, let's put our wizardry out so it makes a bit more sense. That one. We had a Spellforged servitor with only Iron Shot, and we had a couple of Mana Vipers out, and that together plus a few little helping hands, like I did an Acid one shot, but mostly our summons did the bulk of the killing there. So that was really nice. We're gonna fight Min-Oleg. We are still training at the moment a little bit more conjurations and summonings. Even with wizardry on there, that's a 13% chance to fail servitor, and it's still a red spell in terms of miscast. So we need to get that a little bit lower. This is going up pretty quick because we're in extended, so we're getting boatloads of experience, even with our bad mummy aptitudes. But still, a little bit more of that, and then, I don't know, we'll do something else. We'll deal with that when we get to it. Spider news. Oh, and by the way, I figured out my breaking news theme. That's my attempt at the Onion News breaking theme. So I tried feeding my pet spiders last night. This is me attempting to feed this baby spider an ant. It didn't work though. It was watching the ant run around, but somehow the process of getting the ant from the garden to the wall seems to have injured it. I don't know how, so it just kept falling off, so it didn't eat it. And then here I am attempting to feed another baby spider a wingless fly. And then, I mean, you can sort of get the scale here. The fly is like 3 times as big as the spider, so I think it just got freaked out. I was not very interested in that one either. Anyway, I'll keep you all updated because I'm sure you all want to know how my baby wolf spiders are going. I can tell you that my partner is less than thrilled by all of this, but doesn't matter. Alright, we're playing, so Min-Oleg. I like to do magic mapping. We have plenty of them. We're going to be getting plenty more when we zig, so no biggie. This is a floor that you don't usually want to bother exploring because it's filled with all of the malmutators. Now we do happen to be lucky. We can't reach far enough insofar as we can't be mutated, but if we don't be careful, we can have all our stats completely drained out. So every time we get hit with malmutate, you can see in the top right here, our stats are going to get hit. Our strength is our lowest with 14, so it's probably unlikely that we'll end up at stat death, but you still got to watch for it. It's more dangerous if you have low int, because these Mega-Ziggurats as well can brain feed, which takes your intelligence. So on the whole, your int is usually the thing that gets hit the hardest, but we have a ton of int. I should be putting our summons in between us and the Mega-Ziggurats. It needs direct line of fire to shoot a malmutate. And then, so we're not going to explore, we're just going to run straight into Min-Oleg's chamber, which looks like it's through here. He's usually the weakest of all the Panlords. And it's still true of this character as well. You just got to watch out for his summons, really. He doesn't get many kills directly against anyone. Do we want this brand weapon scroll? We've got Demon Giants of Elec and Vamp. They're probably the 2 that we most want of anything. Also, what is that ring mail? And what is that +0 cloak of poison resistance? We don't ever need that one. That's effectively a +0 cloak as far as our mummy is concerned. So I guess we can pick up the brand weapon scroll. but I don't see us wanting any other demon tridents over this one. It just occurred to me I should turn auto pickup on for javelins. No, I probably shouldn't. But I've got to remember to try to keep an eye out for javelins of penetration if we ever see them. Alright, yeah, so Min-Oleg. Oh, here's a crystal plate armor, it's plain. He's not too dangerous directly, it's his summons. So in particular, floating eyes can completely paralyze you, smite targeted. So if you're not careful, that can get you. And also the other thing that can sneak up on you is from... Oh, let's get back. I should make a servitor. 22, oh, because we're getting all that int drain. Yeah, see, we're down from 30 int to 22 right now. Oh, look at it go. All the iron shots. Yeah, so the other thing is Malign Gateway, which makes the Eldritch Tentacle. It has Chaos branded attacks, so if you let it hit you, there's a chance it can paralyze you. And again, if you get paralyzed, then everything's going to wail on you. You're going to die. Oops. Didn't get it good. I think they can brain feed smite targeted. So by standing behind our summons, we're actually probably affecting our int, which is, I don't know. We kind of want our int, right? Because that's the thing we use to fight. Oh well. Let's get back around the corner. I think... I don't know. I feel like we can maybe take Min-Oleg down. Let's have a look at Min-Oleg. So question mark / M, and then how do you spell it? Like that? Yeah, Demon Lord of Chaos. Let's see. He's resistant to Elec, Poison, and Fire. So our Demon Trident of Elec isn't so strong. But we should just be able to get him with Vile Clutches, really. His spells are Random Bolt, Summon Eyeballs, Call of Chaos. So Call of Chaos can might and haste the other summons that he has. Malign Gateway, Summon Horrible Thing, and then Dig. So yeah, it's really his summons that you have to watch out for, rather than him directly. And I keep saying that, but I don't know, that's trying to really drive the point home here. Much like the Demon Trident, as we try to drive the point home into these ugly things. I'm considering whether or not I think we need to use a potion petition here. Considering that we have almost 8,000 gold, probably I should just do it, but I don't think we need it. He's usually the weakest Panlord. This is a lot of stuff. Let's try for a servitor. 22%. Oh, failed. And again, got one. Alright. Once we have the Iron Shot machine out, we should be able to take all comers. With should being the operative word, when he's actually deciding to shoot. Yeah, we're down to 19 intelligence from 30. So we're now 26% on Spellforge Servitor, that's even with Wizardry. Tormentors. Huh. I laugh at you silly Tormentors. You do literally nothing. Oh, there he is suddenly. Just like that, he's right on top of us. This is maybe not bad that he's so close, because if we can just get Mana Vipers to just get on top of him. Oh, we miscast it. And we miscast it. Oh no, we've got two now. Okay, so we've got two Mana Vipers on him. We might be able to just start anti-magicking him. Now let's get a bar clutch. I don't like when you have a panlord like this below you, you can't see your health bar. You have to actually look up to the right to see how much HP you have left. It's a bit scary. And then, well, let's go for it. We may as well go for a servitor, even at 25 or whatever it is, 26% fail chance. Alright, we got it. Okay. Well, in this case, we've got him Val clutched. He likes to move back behind his summons, but when he's being Val clutched like this, he can't move. So we're holding him in place. We're applying the anti-magic, and then we've got the Iron Shot machine doing its thing. And then, do I want to throw an acid at him? I'm not sure that we even need it. It's probably not a good idea now, but we found out, oh, he is resistant to fire. Okay, never mind. I was thinking it was cold he was resistant to. So I was considering whether I wanted to shoot the lamp of fire out. Probably not, where there's a chance that I'm going to hit my friends here. So we'll just keep fighting. I think he's going to go down. I think this stuff is just going to kill him. Yeah, it's actually really doing it. One of our Mana Vipers got turned into an Eye of Devastation. I wonder if that's good or bad. It has Energy Bolt. That does a lot of damage. And I don't know how this works, whether I can make another Mana Viper right now, or this counts as one, as far as summon caps go. So I guess we'll just wait. Yeah, he went down. That was really easy. We got to 27, level 27. We've just been going in every time, right? So we haven't been lucky in getting a random strength level up to get a little bit of strength over the encumbrance of our armor. But that's okay. Once we start getting kitted out in all artifact gear, we should be able to find things that give us lots of strength. So we're going to keep going int. And I'm going to step back so that the Eldritch Tentacle is out of vision and doesn't have the chance to do its paralysis things. Manval Clutch is a pretty nasty, sick nasty spell. We've now fought two of the Panlords, Lom and Min-Oleg, and both of them have been really cruisy. It's just with our summons, the Iron Shot Servitor doing a lot of damage, our Mana Vipers doing their anti-magic thing, and then just Varklotch. It's a pretty strong combo. How do we get into that gold? There's no entrance in. Oh yeah, there is. Okay, I lied. That's alright. It's just ugly things. Conjurations go to 12, it turns off. It's hard to get a gauge. There's summonings as well. It's hard to tell if this is enough because with only 20 int when we should have 31, our spell chances are a bit misleading. I think it probably needs to go a little bit higher though. I'm going to take them both to 13. If nothing else, it will help us a bit more in the short term while we get our intelligence back. I'm just half tempted. We've got so many identify scrolls that should just be identifying the potions. Just out of curiosity, but there really is no point. And let's keep going then. Yeah, let's see. If I can intentionally retreat our summons. Oh, it went away. Okay. But if I intentionally tell them to move over the chaos, it can mutate them. Scythe is two-handed, right? Whoever uses a scythe, I don't even know. I'm pretty sure it's two-handed. Yeah, it is. Okay, so I don't even care about... This might have the greatest resistances in the world, but no good. Because we're so close to this... this also looks like the little room. I'm seeing a big rectangle with a door in it. So that's probably the Panlord room. We may as well at least open the door and have a look. I'm going to preemptively Passage of Galubria up. So if we open this and we go, okay, I really don't want to fight Hell Sentinels. We just jump in our passage and then we'll leave. Oh boy, we landed on Holy Pan and we ended up right in the middle of one of the rooms. Oh boy. Alright, well, this is a guaranteed rune floor. It's also probably the worst and most dangerous place to be in the game when you're an undead character. Okay, so maybe Ziggs might be worse, but of any non-Zig places in the game, Holy Pan sucks. I'm tempted, it doesn't work here, but I'm tempted to bribe. And we can get an angel army. That'd be pretty sick. But the first thing we're going to need to do here is teleport out. Because fighting one Deva alone will be dangerous for us with all their Holy Wrath weapons. Fighting 3 at once, as well as however many are just around the corner and the angel, etc., is asking to die. So we're going to teleport. And just get out of here. Okay. Well, we've landed right next to the exit. So we could leave Holy Pan and just not have to deal with it. These guys don't do any... Yeah, they don't do any sort of Holy Wrath stuff. We've got all these halos coming. This place is so scary. So we could leave, but we could also do it and guarantee that we get the demonic rune, because it always is in Holy Pan. We also might get a magical large shield here. Devas always have shields, so when you kill as many Devas as are going to be on this floor, good chance that you get one. How many digging charges do we have? Only 3. One of the good things about Holy Pan, if there are any good things, is that when you're outside of these chambers, these walls are all diggable, so you can make kill holes. Alright, well I guess we may as well just, while we're here around the exit, we may as well just fight. Because if things go really horribly, I'll just bail. Why did that hurt so much? The Appa seared me. Do they have Holy Wrath? Oh, they do have Holy Wrath attacks. Okay, that makes sense actually. I thought basically everything in here was meant to be holy themed. This is a mitred angel that's running at us right now. With a +2 Sacred Scourge. We might just need to leave. What have we got? Oh, also our deflect missiles is down. Not that that really helps us in Holy Pan. But still. The only way to deal with this guy would be to keep him off us. So I'm going to pull from the sack of spiders. Nothing happens. And maybe we can just overwhelm him with a bunch of spiders. And while he's busy with those, we'll zombie hands him. How about we also make a box, a beast. What did we get? A juvenile oxweed beast. Not too exciting. More spiders? Okay, we need to train some more evocations. Our evocations are really not so great. Alright, he went down. Same play. Zombie hands him while he's distracted by all this other stuff. Alright, and if we could just heal up without these continual waves of holy things coming to kill us, that would be nice. Because I don't know if you noticed, but I'm posturing to try to stay here. Which again, I really don't think that's too bright, but I don't know. It's not like I always make bright decisions. And I don't know, these other bright halos coming from all these holy things. I don't know, not quite helping. I don't know if it's helping or hindering in terms of making bright decisions. Yeah, so I really don't want to step into the blessed fire. It's going to hurt me as undead, but my mana vipers don't care at all. And if you're a normal character who's not evil, you also don't really care. Oh, it hurts. Iron Shot for the win. Our int is slowly returning as well. Iron Shot again for the win. Now, it is possible, and again, another Iron Shot. That guy's a beast. It is possible for your servitor to kill you with Iron Shots, so you need to be a bit careful if he's shooting in your direction. Well, there's a new magic mapping there, so I think that the game is telling me that I may as well read the magic mapping. Alright, so we got, in here is the main fortress. There's going to be a seraph in there, and that's where the rune is, in this back thing here. If you have shatter up, you can just blow open the back chamber, steal the rune, and then run. But we're a fair ways off shatter, I think. Oh yeah, deflect missiles. Let's try that bad boy. First go. That's pretty nice. Yeah, and then the other bits are themed by God. So at the top is an Ellie bit. I think this is Zin's bit. And then I don't know which bit belongs to the shining one. This is the exit up here. All I know is this is Zin. We even saw the Zin altar down there. The altar up there is Ellie. And is there even another one? Oh, I guess the shining one owns the fortress. Okay, that makes sense. And then this bit at the bottom down here, this cave often has a pearl dragon in it, which is absolutely terrifying if you're undead, because they do absurd amounts of damage. Alright, let's go, David boy. Oh, he's behind us. Looped around. Well, we seem to be okay fighting one at a time. So I'm going to loop around the back. I'm very tempted to dig a kill hole down here. And then we can use that to do two things. We can use it against these Davas that are all in the Zin's place. But we can also then run the Seraph out and then run into the kill hole. So we can fight the Seraph on his own and not with all his summoned Davas, etc. But we only have 3 digging charges. It's really quite valuable. So it would take us two dig charges to dig the kill hole. And we'd be left with 1. There's another one of digging that we can buy. Okay. Well, alright, fair enough. We're going to use it. There's an exit here. So we know we can leave Pan from this floor. We saw the exit. So let's try to get this rune. We'll leave by the exit. We'll go buy the new digging wand. And then we'll come back to Pan. So, kill hole dug. We can now bring enemies in here and fight them one at a time. I'm going to yell a bit. Let's actually yell the things to us. Okay, I'm just going to get behind the servitor. We can put zombie hands down and then we can reach over with our trident while our servitor just shoots iron shots. Okay, not too bad, one at a time. Those guys are so evasive, so zombie hands really helps. not only because it's damage that's going to hit them every turn that they can't dodge, but also because the constriction from it lowers their evasion. It's a pretty, I've said it a lot, but it's a pretty busted spell. Don't really want to walk into that, but I don't want to be trapped in the open. Okay, the cherubs aren't really scary. Their main thing is they do battle cry, so they might other angels. They're more a threat when there are other seraphs, etc. around. I keep thinking the game's trying to tell me there's something to pick up on this square, but it's not true. We can just fight this guy. Again, the offense aren't too scary either. They've got their holy flames, and then they've got bolts of fire, but they don't have an actual attack. So we have our RF on, and we have deflect missiles. So it's unlikely to really do much. Just with bolt of fire. It's more, again, it pins you in place while then you die to other seraphs and the like. Oh, we got Davis coming. Let's get our buddy. Oh man, look. Oh, we killed that one so quickly. Oh, pretty absurd. Is there a... no? Just plain large shields. Bit more yelling. I mean, you can see why the devs are trying to lower the amount of digging that you get in a game of Crawl. Pretty powerful when you can do this sort of stuff. I mean, I'm not sure. I don't think removing digging entirely would be the answer, because then it would make it even more tedious, because you just draw everything back to where you had natural kill holes or natural choke points, and it would be way more tedious, but still strong. Keep checking. I should probably just, at the end, we'll just look and we'll search for all the large shields and see. Once upon a time, you used to always get cure mutation potions here in Zin's little thing, but not anymore. Come on. I know you're in there. I can see the halo. Oh, it's just a cherub. Oh, I'll head back in. Even multiple cherubs are a bit scarier because they battle cry each other. And so then they're doing 150% damage. For just a regular angel, I'm not going to bother running back to our hole. See, did we get hit by it? No. This is an instance where I would feel a bit uncomfortable with our iron shot machine over there, because if he misses the apis, or apis, however you say it, it's going to hit us. So I'm going to step to the side. This cherub has a wand of acid. probably okay, because we've got deflector missiles. But that's nice to get 8 more charges. Clean shield again. I don't know if any of you are thinking, hey Ultra, you should be picking up the holy weapons to use. We literally can't. If you're evil, the game won't even let you wield them. Oh wow, that was some quick work. Iron Shot Servitor is pretty absurd actually. Especially when we're doing Vile Clutch, we're lowering the evasion, so he's just going to go to town. I think this looks like this angel is at the bottom rather than in the room. Or maybe not. Oh yeah, okay, so there's an orphan down here. Got most of our int back now, 28 of 31. Server is 21% without wizardry and 9% but still red with it. So maybe we're almost at 13. So it will lower a bit because our int is still coming back, but I think let's take it a little bit higher. Let's just have it be, it would be nice to have it be castable even without wizardry, so we don't have to waste a little bit of extra time switching between our demon trident. Because in a really bad situation, every little bit of time can count. The angel is not going down. Neither are you. Yeah, there's conjurations and summonings to 13. Oh, okay. You see how they just keep coming? This is the, I mean this is true of all of crawl, but you can really see here when you're somewhere scary how important and how much easier it is when you just take your time and you just pull things one at a time. Because look at this, it's like a never-ending series of holy enemies. If I had just charged in to any of these places, we would have been fighting all these enemies at once. Oh, and took our deflector missiles and then put down the thingies. Yeah, but our Spellforge does not care. Oh, that's sneaky. He used the fire thing, the blessed fire, on the servitor, which then put it on our tile. That was cheeky. What corroded us? Oh, right. Oh, I completely forgot. So we're still wearing the RLX ring from when we fought Lorm. So instead of that one, we should be using... Oh, the protection from firing. We didn't even have that on. Okay, so I've been saying that the orphans Bolt of Fire isn't much of a big deal because we have RF already, but it turns out we haven't had RF this whole time. My bad. And that's why we've been getting corroded every now and then. I noticed it a couple of times and I just sort of, I don't know, like I noticed it and thought that was strange, but it just never quite tweaked my brain to think, hang on, you should figure this out because you shouldn't be getting corroded right now. You're just fighting angels. And they keep coming. I really hope there aren't any pearl dragons around. Oh nice, all our ints back. So let's see, 19% on servitor without wizardry, and with wizardry it's 8 and still red. So I think we are justified in taking those 2 to 14. And I think we'll probably stop there. This guy's still plain shield. Everyone's got plain shields. I'm gonna yell him. Come fight. There we go. The +3 large shield of recklessness with plus regen and strength +3. There we go, finally found one. Well, there's a little bit of extra strength. Just, I wonder, can we cast with this? I'm going to say probably not, but let's find out. Okay, with that on Vile Clutch, sort of castable. Where's Mana Viper? Sort of castable, it's very castable, still at 3%. And then if we pull out Wizardry, we've got 19% on Servitor. And everything else is still kind of okay. Are we going to large shields right now? Our shield goes from 22 to 14, so it's a significant amount of extra shield. We're getting a bit of extra strength, which will help with our casting, and we're getting extra regen. You know what? I'm doing it. Let's turn on our shields. We're going to take shields to 25. Okay, so I just got to remember. Oh, and that means we're going to need to train. Well, no, it's fine because our shields skill is going to drop the other stuff. But do I maybe want to just do... Let's do a tiny bit more necromancy. We'll just take it one more level to 6. And that'll help with Vile Clutch just a little bit. But as we train more shields, it's going to drop anyway. You might be thinking, oh no, now you never cast Shatter. It's okay, we're a long way from Shatter anyway. So... I think there's no hurry on that front, although I didn't drop our Shield of Cold Resistance, so yeah, even if once we start getting our Earth Magic up over 20, we can always go back down to the small shield if we need to. Oh, suddenly angel. Suddenly 2 angels. Seems like it should be... Oh, there's a +2 large shield. That's not as exciting. Oh no, I still see more halos. I was thinking this would... It feels like this chamber should be empty now. But no, there's more stuff. And more. Here's another Deva. Let's get back in our hole. What did he have? Didn't see. Huge stack of +0 large shields sitting there. No, and still more. Yeah, we landed in this room. Imagine if I tried to fight where we landed. See how many angels and devas we pulled out of here? Oh, there's another one down there. Alright, let me get back in our hole. We're going to be taking shots from the angel as we go because it's fast. But that's still preferable than, I think, fighting in the open and getting deva smited the whole time. Oh, I see a magical shield. That's just +2. And we're still going. And still going. And this is just sort of the area around here. Look at how big the map is. There's all this stuff. Yeah. You can see why, I don't know, Holy Pan is, like, it's a really scary place even when you're not evil and susceptible to everything. But it's just such a giant place. I don't tend to do it most of the time. In fact, I don't know that I've ever shown you a Holy Pan before. I think in all my other 15 rune games, I just skipped it. But in this case, I don't know. Feels fun. Sort of in the mood for it. It's a guaranteed demonic rune. But yeah, it's not a good time when you're undead to be here. He's got a +2 shield as well. What I'd really like is to get a large shield of resistance so that we could get another point of RF without having to have just this plain RF ring on. Yeah, it's actually quite embarrassing for a Gozag character at this stage of the game to be wearing a plain ring of protection from fire. Something is going wrong there. We're still fighting devas in this Zin altar. No, and we're still going. I don't know, I'll start laughing at some point, but I don't know, has someone been counting how many of these we've fought in here? Are we somewhere around 30? There we go. Finally cleared it out. And what did we get? A Holy Wrath scroll and some potions that are useless to us. Oh, here's some stones. 16 stones. It's pretty exciting. And some sausages. Excellent. Perfect loot for a mummy. Quick. Back to the hole. Okay, so the most dangerous part of the floor is probably actually the Pearl Dragon. I can't remember if they're fast or not. I need to do the @ symbol. @ Pearl Dragon. Speed 12, so they're fast as well. Their damage is 35, so their main attack, and holy as well. Then claw for 20, which is holy. And then they can, where is it? Holy breath for 3d 18, which again does more damage to you if you're susceptible to it. So that is an enormous amount of damage. And I don't know, there can maybe be multiple dragons in there. I don't know why I'm going here. I think because there's so much gold in there that I can't resist it. Because my god literally tells me that greed is good. But I feel quite apprehensive running towards the cave like that. I also don't like, we've got a mitred angel here. That's the cherub angel team. Let's try to make a servitor. Okay, this should be okay. And we can just keep them clutched. Fighting our summons, taking damage over time. Ow. You guys are fast as well. No, you're not, so I can just walk away from you. Is that true? Seems like it. Oh boy, we're actually dying to random Apis. That's embarrassing. Yeah, I mean, if one random Apis can kill us, imagine that at the same time as a Seraph or a bunch of Devas, etc. Or a Pearl Dragon. You know what? I want to run up here and shut this door. I don't want any Devas coming. I'm gonna X that out too. You can do around the outside and check these chambers. But we don't want to be going into the actual fortress until the end. So if we're nearly dying to the Seraph and we need to teleport away, we don't want to be landing in, say, this room where we fight a whole nother bunch of Devas at once. Or say in this bit where we're gonna just die to a Pearl Dragon. Yeah, I had seen you. I thought you saw us. I think our Iron Shot friend can deal with this. Look at him go. Beasting. Beasting like a god. Look at him go. I'm sort of trying to clear out this area. We should leave that bit as well. We'll do the Pearl Dragon later. So for similar reasons, if we're just dying to the Pearl Dragon, I don't want to have to teleport. And again, we land somewhere really dangerous, surrounded by other angels. A new scarf. Is there a scarf that we want? What can we drop here? Nothing, except maybe brand weapon. All this other stuff is good. Yeah, actually, how about the war axe? It's got vamp on it, but we have a vamp demon trident, and it has RLX on it, but we have an RLX ring. So I think we can ditch that now. Let's test this rune scarf. It's repel missiles. It's useless. Oh, I've learned to be afraid of the horses. You're gonna run in here, find these Devas. I wonder if I should just tell summons to fight them and we'll sort of run away. Yeah, seems okay. Because this is a really long way to go to get back to our kill hole. And because we only have one digging one charge, I'm not going to dig a new one up here. We miscast Vile Clutch 2 times in a row. Let's go for another servitor. Oh, nice. Again, I'm preemptively pulling out the servitor, so that we're ready to go as soon as we see a Deva. Alright, looks like we're okay with this. This is probably a good place to fly because this is all going to be water. So let's evoke our flight. Spellforge Servitor can fly as well. So no issues with that one. I mean, so can all the angels. So it's not like we can gain any tactical advantage with that. Alright, here we have the Davis coming. I suspected they were all flying out there because this room normally has more than just the two that we fought there. So they would have wandered out and they're out here. I'm going to tell my servitor to keep fighting. And then I'm going to just back up. Because I don't know how many more are coming. Let's look at our crystal ball. Try to divine the future here. How many Devas are coming, ball? It didn't tell us. It just gave us some mana back. Maybe it's broken. I don't know. Same play. Instruct him to fight, Vile Clutch, and then just start backing up. I need to be... There's Necromancy to 6. So it's at 10%. That seems fine. I need to be a little bit wary of what shields the Davis have. Because if I see a shield that I want, I got to make sure I don't kill it over the deep water. Because then we'll lose it. You kill me? Here we come. Ow. I don't know why it's so funny, but just every time watching this servitor just snipe something with an iron shot, just... I don't know why. It's hilarious to me. What shield does this guy have? Just plain, so that's fine. You can die over water. Oh, but we can't Vile Clutch over water. So that's a bit of an issue, I guess. And we're now stuck here, standing in the holy flames. Yeah, so you got a hint at how much those hurt. This one has plain shield. Yeah, how many angels we have fought, and we're still going. Plain large shield. A horse stuck on an island. I want to get the angel onto land so I can Vile Clutch it. Oh, we've got Davis coming. Okay, well I killed the angel. Because that one's fast, so I don't want to run away from that much distance, getting hit by a holy weapon the whole time. Oh, we miscast twice in a row. Come on. Good. All these horses that are stuck. We can stand in the water, or we can fly in the water, and then hit them with range with our polearm. It's kind of mean. Come here, horse. Anyway, this bit of the map, Ellie's bit, if you're a normal character, is also pretty good because there tends to be the loot is often a whole bunch of heal wounds potions. Of course, shoot the angel, please. Of course, we can't use heal wounds potions, so again, the loot in here for a mummy, not really so great. Oh, there's another pearl dragon. Okay, so there's a pearl dragon up there and a pearl dragon down here. And we just met one. Very, very scary. The amount of damage they do, just even to a normal character, is extremely high. To an evil character like us as a mummy, is extremely threatening. Well, I'm going to leave it here. So if you want to see how the pearl dragon fight goes, you'll have to come back next time. See you then.